Whoops. It'd help if I turned the mic on, wouldn't it? Hello, everybody. What's going on? Oh, man. Crazy day. Lazy day. I didn't get half the things done I wanted to get done today. I wasn't supposed to be doing this live stream from here. I was supposed to be on location. But you know how sometimes things don't go the way you think you got them planned. Anyway, I have to do a extra input here. Let's see. I'm going to do it like this, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to say that. Whoops. I'm going to copy that, and no, I'm not going to do that. My audio's low? Man, turn your volume up. I've got the master audio all the way up and my microphone all the way up, Art, so I can't turn it. I was talking a little bit soft, but I can't do it any more than that. That's as much as I get. Man, I about forgot how to do a call thing here. But anyway, let me open this. You know, it's brutal when you get old and go here and go there and hit that and hit that. Whoops. That ain't gonna work. Is that gonna work? That ain't gonna work. What in the world have I got going on here? Let me try this again. What am I doing? How's everybody doing tonight? What's going on? Oh, I copied the wrong thing. There we go. Click that. Now do that. Now I'm going to post this new one for you. There you go. Oh, my goodness gracious. Click that link, Jim. That'll do what we need to do if you click on that link. And let's see, what do we got going on in chat? Hello, Mitch, Art, Jody, Ray, Backwoods Droner, my little brother, Agent K, John, Jody, everybody, Art, John F, Bob Casey. I think that about covers everybody. Make sure you hit that live chat button, y'all, so that you don't miss nothing. Maybe I'll get a guest to show up here. Maybe I won't. But in the meantime, y'all know that I been oh, Lon Denard. Hello, Lon. Look here. I have to show off, y'all. Lon Denard made me a deal, or I made a deal with him. I can now use my Osmo action camera on a gimbal. How cool is this? That's the Osmo Mobile 3, not the 4, but it still folds and does what I need to do. And the really cool thing is when I put my phone in this gimbal and use the Mimo app, I can connect the Mimo app to the gimbal, and then I can control the phone. I can do zoom and all kinds of stuff with the phone. So none of that works with the Osmo Action. I have to manually move the joystick, but yeah. Anyway, I'm super jazzed about that. And in fact, this video that I'm about to play for everybody was shot with that rig right there, with that setup. And Mitch, you're going to like this video, so you're going to want to watch this. I did a power test with the PBY, this afternoon. I did an engine run test, and I'm running twin engines, twin ESCs, and one battery connected to both ESCs in parallel. So I'm going to go ahead and run that video and let y'all see this. So there's the airplane while it's being built. That's on my workbench with stuff everywhere, and I'm working hard on building the airplane. So here's a little bit of video, and see if we got volume. Yeah, we got full volume, but it's not going to be very loud. So I had to cut the audio way back on it because the air conditioner was running in the backyard, and that made a lot of noise. So, but this is an engine run test. Now notice when I throttle the motors up just a little bit, look at how the bushes move in the background. Let me show you here. Let me get back to this. Whoops, I don't want to restart it. I just want to play it from here. Hello, Jim. Check your Facebook Messenger, Jim. So right here, notice the bushes aren't really moving, but when I throttle up the motors, hello, JSK. Look at the wind generated by the thrust on them twin motors. And this is about half throttle right here that makes it start moving. And a guy told me that I could actually fly this off grass if I wanted to, and I didn't believe him. But I believe with these 3-bladed 8.6 props, I believe this thing would probably fly off of grass. Oh, thanks a lot, Jody. I appreciate the confidence there. I really do. By the way, Lloyd's not going to be in tonight. Lloyd's birthday is today, so I gave him the night off with double pay and said, enjoy your birthday. So Lloyd's birthday's tonight, so everybody wish Lloyd a happy birthday. So now the bushes way back there in the background that you see, let me go back here to before I start the motors. I've got the video paused right now, but notice the bushes way back by the fence back there. When I throttle these motors up, those bushes are 30, 40 feet away. Okay? Now this is about half to three-quarter throttle. And it moves quite easily across the grass. So I was pretty impressed with it. But the engine run test worked out really, really well. And I think I'm ready to put it on the water. Rudder steering, enough thrust to steer it with the rudder on the grass, so I know that the rudder and everything will work out real good in the water. And the motors seem to be pretty equal. So with no rudder input, it travels nice and straight, just like that. So I'm pretty pleased with the way that worked out. And anyway, it's quite handy. And let's see here. Let me see if I can do this. And let me go here and go to here and go here and add this one right here, and this ought to make it all come together. And I do have a guest to come in and talk about some different things just for a little bit. I checked my email. I didn't have any email on videos to share tonight, so nobody seemed to want to, or nobody had anything they wanted to share for tonight, so I don't have any of that. But I do have this goopy looking guy that, I don't know, he wants me to give him shit about something. I don't know what he's talking about. We'll have to HDR or HDMI or CDMA or I don't know. Let's just say hello to Jim and find out what the hell he's talking about. Hello, Jim. Where's your mic at? Got no audio on you. Got no audio on you. Let me make sure. Yeah, your audio's on my end. I don't know what you got going there. I don't know. No audio still? No, I can't hear you. Audio's green on your end? Yeah, it's green here too, and I got your volume all the way up in the audio mixer. So you got a mute button or anything on your mic? Nothing's muted, right? Well, that's really weird. Well, I don't know what you want to make fun of, but we can make fun of you now because you can't yell back at us. So we can we can do anything we want. Typing in the chat. How do you change it in there? Is there a settings window or something in the top right corner? I'm not sure. I know there's something in that window that you can, when you logged in, did you give it permission to use your mic and camera or just your camera? It should have happened to you at Arts last night, huh, Ray? It should have asked for permission for camera and mic, I believe. Well, now he's locked out of it. Sent you a link to your spin down video. Yeah, Art, I think everybody's seen it though, because you posted it on your channel already. So, well, Jim, no, nothing.
No, it's not asking me.
It's working.
Oh. I went out and came back.
Oh, okay. Well, that took care of it. Now I got to turn you down a little bit. You need to turn your end down a little bit. Maybe we're getting a lot of like desk noise and stuff, just regular noise.
Oh, I got the gain on the Yeti.
Yeah, the other way.
Like I had it all the way down.
Really?
Is this any better?
Yeah, if you can go down at all anymore, that'd be good.
That's full right there.
Okay.
Is that a lot of noise? Should I go the other way?
No, don't go the other way. It got louder.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work. So, what do you want to make fun of?
Oh, that HDR that I did. I did it with DaVinci Resolve, and you have to have levels set at 1,000. That's like for everybody's TV to see them.
Okay.
And so, it really came out. It looks great on the screen, but it looks really crappy on YouTube. And I did it to YouTube's recommendations. I mean, there's a guy at the end of the video. The man is totally red instead of any skin tone at all.
Wow.
And I know when I went into Mavic Pilots and was looking up, guess who one of the people in there was? Lon Denard, talking about D-Log M and HLG.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try the HLG. Other people have used D-Log M and had no problems, so I don't get it.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used any of that, so I have not messed with it. So I can't tell you one way or the other. But When are we going to
This
get
is
you?
on automatic focus. Does it look crappy on your end? Because it looks crappy on my end.
No, right now it looks good. A minute ago it was changing focus on you, but right now it
Okay.
looks good. Yeah, it's keeping up.
So I see you've had your hands full. You finally got the PBY going.
Yeah, man, I finally got it ready. There's one little thing I want to do. The rear teardrop covers that go on the side of the fuselage. The instructions said glue that on. That way you can cut it off if you ever need access to the servos, because the hole on each side of the fuselage where those go on is where the rudder and elevator servo get mounted. That way you have access in the fuselage to mount them, because the wing, the way it's made, is, let me see if I can't bring this back and bring this back and pause it and bring it back here. If you can see the wing, the it's like a tower on top of the fuselage, and it's only a couple inches wide and about 3 inches long. So there's no way to reach down in there and mount servos and things. So they give you they use those access holes on the back so that you can mount the servos and connect the push rods and all that. But then they want you to glue those things on, and I thought, and they even say, we give you an extra pair in the kit in case you have to access the servos. And I'm like, why would you even do that? So what I'm going to do is I drilled a hole at the very end of each one, and I screwed them to the side of the fuselage so that they can be removed. And now my idea is, I've been trying to figure out a way, hey Grant, been trying to figure out a way to make a gasket to put on there to keep it watertight, because
Oh,
that part of the fuselage is real close to the water line. And I don't want water splashing in. So I'm going to take them off, and I'm going to run a bead of silicone on the outside of the cap, you know, that little cover, and I'll
show us the thing again.
run a
Show us the
bead of
PBY
silicone
again.
on the side so that all the way around, and let it cure, then put it on the side of the airplane. And I'm thinking that'll make it like a gasket. So you want to see the side again? What do you want to see? Let me get your mic on here. What do you want to see?
Yeah, I wanted to see the cover, but we're not going to be able to see that cover, right? It's
Sure, right
underneath.
there. No, they're right there, right behind the wing.
Oh, those side covers.
Yeah. See, they say glue those on, and then if you have to, and you can actually see the servo in there. They say glue them on, and if you have to access them, you can just cut them off. And I'm like, yeah, sure, just cut them off, you know. So let me do this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you can
Yeah.
actually see the servo in there.
Right.
And so my idea is I'll take the cover off, and then it has a flat edge or brim, I guess, all the way around the edge. So what my plan is to run a bead of silicone around that edge, let the silicone cure, and then screw them back on. And that silicone should somewhat act like a gasket. I'm thinking. I'm hoping.
I would think so. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to, other than that, I'll have to put tape on it, you know. Blisters, that's what they are, machine gun blisters for the real airplane. But I couldn't think of the name of them, Art. Thank you. So, Jody's talking about bitrate settings for the recorded video before you render it, Jim. He's saying it's got to be the same. But, so anyway, that's the deal with that. And I got the wing struts on it. I got everything done. I have to screw down the engine cowlings yet. I want to put a couple of screws in those so that they can't come loose and wiggle forward into the props and cause drag on a prop or cause it to actually stop. So, I might not pins. How heavy a bead? What silicone cuts the same when cured? Yeah. Um, I could just put silicone on and then put them on there, but it doesn't have to squeeze down much because it really doesn't have to squeeze down at all as long as it makes contact. It'll form a gasket, I think. So, but I might just put the silicone on them and then put them on and screw them down and be done with it. And then if I have to, I can peel the silicone off later. But I'm excited about it.
If you have the silicone, do you have to screw them down?
I would, just so I wouldn't lose them. You know.
How many screws I got? 2?
Yeah, one front, one back. I just did 2 screws. One at the front, one at the back of it.
Yeah, I think the silicone is waterproof, so.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Some of them act like glues.
And there's other spots that are not watertight, you know, like where the push rods come out of the fuselage to go to the rudder and elevator. Of course, where the wing fastens on, that's not watertight. It's bolted down and it's a pretty tight seal, but yeah, that's true, Bob. That's exactly right. It will cut. You cut it off real easy. And because that's painted fiberglass, the fuselage is painted fiberglass, it might just peel off it. I might not even have to cut it off, but yeah. So that, and put a couple screws in the engine cowling so that they can't wiggle loose and slide forward, and it'll be ready. I think it's gonna be a blast. DJI has a LUT for D-Log M. Also check your YouTube upload settings. If it looks good on your end but looks bad on theirs, that's a H.265 codec, and well, any higher.
It's a higher bit rate, yeah.
Higher bit rate.
I put it in, and I left all the stats in the description for you guys to see exactly what I did. And I followed YouTube's recommendations because they want you to change 2020 to 2100 ST2084 PQ. Grab all that.
Right.
In order for them to recognize it. Because these videos get metadata with them when you upload them. And so what looks good in 4K HDR might look like crap in standard definition, 1080p. Right.
Well, that's why I don't mess with none of that stuff. I do everything in 30 frames a second, usually 2.7K, and do my color grading and do my edit and call it golden. I'm not trying to win Oscars, you know, with my...
No, but I just... You know, there's a heck of a difference there between DJI's normal color and color grading.
But how many people can really see it, though?
That's the thing.
You know? How many people
There's a happy medium in there that I have to find. It's way oversaturated, Bob. You're so right.
Yeah.
But I want you to critique. If you don't critique, I'm never going to know. But I can see it. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So today's Lloyd's birthday. So happy birthday, Lloyd. Mitch is warming up his power supply so that he can go live after this show. I think I got something here. Yeah, I do. I can say if there's anything you feel like you need to send to the channel for video links or anything that you want to contact the channel, 400AGLuploads@gmail.com is the place you do that. And then if you got something you think you need to send to me, you can do that with P.O. Box 12, Holiday, Tennessee, 38341. That's the easiest way to get that done. and we'll bring Jim back. And a really good sponsor of the show. Now, Chris is not here and Steve's not here, so nobody's posting links for me, but maybe I can get one. Yeah, you guys know the link. My website, 400agl.net. You go there, okay? You'll find a place where you can join the 400 Club, the 400 AGL Club, whatever it is, and you'll find a link where you can get Remote Pilot 101 lifetime membership for the small price of $99. The most amazing complete study course there is for your CFR 14 Part 107 certificate. 200G of video from Colorado. Too lazy to edit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Lon, what the hell, you know? What are you doing? So, anyway, what else you got going on, Jim? Lost your audio. Don't know what you did. I've still got you turned on. I've still got your volume up. I've been watching it. Let's do this, and then let's do that, and let's do that. Still nothing. Huh. Nope. Still nothing. What in the world went wrong? That's kind of weird. But you know what? It's okay, because I'm about done anyway. I really don't have anything else to go on tonight. You got it in the chat. Oh. Click on the window, on the window that's using the vMix thing. Make sure it's the live window. Nope, still nothing. Sean Oz, hello, Sean. Brad, is Brad in? Or is Brad saying hi to Art? Sean and Brad Alston say hi, Art. Okay. Sean's saying hi to a bunch of people. Howdy, Sean. Glad you had a good time yesterday. Did you see the video of the PBY, Sean? Oh, you're driving right now. What are you doing driving and typing? You shut it off and on again, nothing. Even changed my... Well, click out and come back in. Maybe that'll do it again. Do like you did before, who knows? Showing some guys around today. Oh, okay. Yeah, the day after spin up is always the cool day. Been there, done that. Know exactly what it's like. The day 2 is always fun. That's when all the good stuff happens. That's when Sean and Ken Dono and them all go doing their own thing. Well, Jim, did it work this time?
Did it?
Yep, it sure did.
Okay, I have no idea. I didn't touch anything.
I don't know what's going on. It's cutting that out and then having you have to restart it. But that's kind of weird because you should be able to do all kinds of stuff and then just stay there.
This doesn't have, on my side, it doesn't have anywhere to make changes. I can shut the video and the mic on and off, but that's about it.
But you can't select the mic or
no,
something like that? Interesting. Okay. Well, that's all right. Not that big of a deal at this point. I'm about done. So, anyway, got anything you want to add?
No, you're good. We just want to see the videos of this thing in the water now.
That's what's coming next. There'll be videos of the boat. And hopefully it'll float. Well, thanks for coming in and talking about that video stuff and all that problem you're having with the saturation and everything. I don't know what magic you're going to find to get it solved, but I bet you will.
Did you find somebody to video for you?
No, no, not yet. Yeah,
That's going to be a pain in the butt. I mean, at least you can get GoPro of it taken off.
that's the reason I don't have anything. See, I wasn't even going to do this tonight. I was going to do it live from my phone this afternoon and have somebody, use the phone, but
Right.
and then I could monitor the chat on the tablet while I was messing with the airplane. But anyway, I can't do 5 things at once. I can only do half a thing at once. So that's just how it is. I need a co-conspirator used by.
At the very least, are you going to try that popsicle FPV just
What do
for
you mean?
yourself? Well,
What do you
like you did on the other one? You put the
Oh,
popsicle FPV camera on it?
I don't know. I've got another camera sitting right here in the box. So I very well could do that. That would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Putting that PV camera on it. It's just this kit looks so nice. I mean, this airplane looks so good.
It does.
I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to do that to it. You know what I mean? But who knows? Hello, Steve. Welcome. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I presume that's my link you're posting. Boy, that'd be a way to get somebody back if you were mad at them, right? Post somebody else's link in their stuff. That'd be a dirty trick to play on somebody. Anyway, yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. I double-checked the email a second time, and like I said, the only thing in there was that one that Art did, and he already posted that on his channel, so probably everybody has seen it. And, yeah, you can go to my website, 400agl.net, and find all them links that Steve is posting. And that Remote Pilot 101 membership, that's a lifetime membership for $99. You can't beat that price. And if you want to use it to get your recurrent test, you can get that too, and that's also membership lifetime. The $99 gets you everything, whether you're just starting out fresh or you want to do the recurrent course, and it's lifetime. So you can't beat it. It's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. I passed my FAA exam the first time, and I wasn't even worried. I mean, I knew I passed it. I just didn't know by what margin, but I passed it by quite a margin, so I wasn't too concerned about it. Jim?
I got one last question for you. Would it be stupid to put a drone up in the air about 100 feet away from where you're going to take off and have it active track or try to active track the PBY?
Well, not as long as I had a qualified pilot at the sticks of the drone. Because last time I did active track with a Mavic Pro and an Inspire with an inexperienced pilot at the sticks of the Mavic Pro, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Yes, Ray, I did get, you know what? I did get that. It's in my email file. I didn't download it and save it or anything, but I did see the picture, Ray, Ray bought one of my coffee mugs last week, and he got it earlier this past week, and it's a 5-gallon mug. I mean, you make a 12 cup pot of coffee, you get 2.5 cups out of it with that mug, It's a man's mug for sure. But anyway, yeah, so I don't want to do that, Jim. Now, if I had a good pilot, someone that knew how to fly over water, okay, because it makes a difference. You have to be on your toes when you're flying over water in case the sensors start reading wrong and make the drone want to descend, which can happen very easily over water. So you have to be careful. Anyway, so yeah, no, it's got to be an experienced pilot. And preferably an experienced pilot with their own drone, and I'll just give them an SD card. That way, the only thing I lose is footage. Just in case they put it in the drink, you know.
Oh, it's a shame we're not close. So I'd love to see that. That'd actually be fun. Trying to track it with the drone, flying a
It
drone after it.
it would be easy to do because the PBY is not going to fly very fast. The 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 time that it's going to be moving physical forward speed the absolute fastest is during takeoff because I'll be trying to build up enough speed to not only get airspeed to fly, but I've got to be able to lift it out of the water. And the vacuum in water, when you're trying to pick something up out of water. So uh, you got to break all that loose. And then
Surface tension.
yeah,
Who's a mathematician here?
and then once you break all that loose and actually get airborne, then you can actually throttle back to probably half, three-quarter throttle, somewhere slightly above half throttle, just to fly it around. It's not a fast airplane. It was never meant to be fast. But I put two engines on it that, if one engine was divided in half, would be enough engine to fly the airplane. And I've got two of them. And the kit came with a single blade prop, 8-inch long, 6-pitch prop, and I put 8-inch 3-blade 6-pitch props on it. So I added a third blade, and I made them counter-rotating so that the torque doesn't throw the whole thing cattywampus.
Right.
And I may have to feed in some rudder into the aileron because they were talking about when a lot of the reviews, when the airplane's flying and you use aileron to bank the wings, the high wing actually tends to drag behind for some reason. So they mix rudder in with the aileron to keep the wings straight forward when you bank them. That way you don't get that drag, and it does it both ways. So they call it adverse yaw when you use the aileron. So I'm thinking about, I may have to feed some rudder into the aileron movement too.
8-inch blades. How big is this sucker?
54-inch wingspan.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would not be any problem. Hell no. Active tracking that.
Yeah, the active track wouldn't work super good, but it would track it most likely, unless it got too far away, and by too far I mean 50 feet. If it gets more than about 50 feet and more away, it has a hard time finding things that small in the air. See, because active track is not designed to track in the air. It's not designed to track drones and airplanes and things. It's designed to track things with much more mass, like human bodies and cars and motorcycles and stuff like that. It has a hard time tracking small objects. And collision avoidance, forget it. It's yeah, I know, right, Bob? The obstacle avoidance is null and void when you're tracking another drone or an airplane because it won't pick it up. But the funny thing is, out at our airfield, a guy lost a drone. He lost a little quad out in the field. They went tromping around out in the 3-foot tall grass looking for it, and they never did find it. So I went out there yesterday, and I flew a pattern, right? I didn't map it, but I was going to. I now have the app. I can do mapping now with my Mavic 2 Pro and the smart controller, by the way. So there's a version of the Pilot app that'll go on the smart controller that will fly the Mavic 2 Pro. Doesn't have to be a commercial bird anymore. The problem is I still need to use those other programs to stitch it together. But I just did a manual track, back and forth at about 8 feet off the ground and about 1.5 miles an hour in tripod mode, half throttle in tripod mode. And I burned 4 batteries, and I covered the entire field No, no sign of that little drone, but then I took pictures of everything, and I actually posted a picture in our chat and showed them the track that I did, pacing back and forth. This field's 100 yards across, so that was a lot of fun. It took me all 4 batteries to cover the area, but yeah.
It's harder than you think. I had a guy who had me looking for his Estes rocket one time in that kind of tall grass, and it is rough.
Yeah, yeah.
Even flying low, it's still hard to see him.
There was several times I thought I saw something, and after I took off, and and it did the return to home has been set. Please check it on the map. Well, the drone was already about 8 feet in the air at that point, so it set 8 feet as 0.
Ooh.
So in order for me to be 8 feet off the ground, I had to have an altitude reading on my screen of about 0. So when I wanted to get down close to look at something in the grass that I thought, what is that? And I need to get a closer look, right? I actually descended to where I was seeing -5 and 6 foot altitude numbers, and the grass is going like this, like crazy, because of the prop wash. So I thought, well, okay, when the grass starts blowing, that's as low as I better go, or I'll be tangling props in that tall grass, and down she'll go, and I got no idea where it's at, because I'm over an open field of 3 foot tall grass, and I'm watching the screen. I can't even see the drone at this point. And at one point, my forward motion sensors picked up and stopped the drone, and I thought, what the hell, there ain't nothing in front of me out there. And I raised the camera up, and there was power lines right there. I mean, I took a picture. I was a foot away from the power line, and it picked it up in tripod mode and stopped the drone, so that was cool. But other than that, yeah. Didn't find his little quad, though.
Glad you were in tripod mode.
Oh, yeah, that's the reason I did it in tripod mode, because I knew I wasn't going to be looking at the drone. I knew it didn't matter because I'm over an open field, right? There's nobody around anywhere. I'm out at our AMA field, and I'm over an open field of hay that they're fixing to cut and bale. But I thought, okay, I don't have to worry about this. Hey, Dre. So I just kept my eye on the screen and I kept watching my little map. I'd blow it up every now and then just to check my course, and yeah. In fact, you know what? I got that image. Let me see. I can share the image I did so that you can see what I did. That'd be kind of cool, huh? New
Yeah, it would
volume
actually.
K, AMA field. Go up to A, AMA field, Al's drone, search pattern. Okay, here we go. This is the image, put it up here. So here's our buildings, okay?
Right.
And this is the driveway. So my first pass was out along the driveway right here. And then I moved over and came back, went back out, moved over, came back. And every time I moved over and came back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had five total turnarounds out there. Although I didn't turn around, I just moved over and then flew backwards, right?
Right.
So you can see each time where I had to come back in and change batteries. And then at the very end, I went straight out and then came back across the end of the field by the other road, crossed our driveway, and made a couple passes in that area over there. They said it went down in the area of where the red circle is, or out in that area somewhere. But I don't know. I wasn't there when it went down, so I can't say. But
And you're talking about, what was the size of that drone? Small, right?
that I'm not even sure. I don't know if it was a 5-inch or a tiny hawk. I was just looking for a drone, That's why
It's
I was
absolutely crazy.
That's why I was so low and so slow, so that I could get a good look into the grass, And each time I moved over, I took whatever was on the right side of my image, I moved the stick to the right until that landmark was on the left side of the image, and then I knew I'd covered one square image area of space and then just started moving backwards. But
If you think it's not hard, go ahead and throw a frisbee in an open field and with 3 foot high grass, and then try and find it with your drone.
absolutely, absolutely, that would be a good way to learn how to do manual tracking like this, and try to find something in the grass, because you're right, it's not easy. But
By the way, I didn't find that guy's Estes rocket either.
well, no, rocket shit. That's only what, an inch or two across.
I thought I stood a chance because he had a parachute, so I thought maybe I'd see the
Oh
orange
yeah,
parachute, but no,
yeah.
nope,
Didn't even find that, huh?
nope.
Then he was telling you. I'm sure you'd have been able to see that. So I'm thinking he was telling you different. He didn't know where it went down then, because there's no way you wouldn't have not been able to see that. You know.
That's what I thought. Yeah, and there's actual roads out there, no houses, but there's roads. So I had two landmarks, like
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I had between this road and that road, but no, never found it. And the guy was standing right next to me, looking as I
Wow.
was flying too.
Interesting. Oh well. Anyway. All right, guys. I'm gonna pull the plug on this. Jim, thanks for coming in and visiting.
All right, buddy.
And thanks to everybody in chat that came in and spent the evening with us. And we'll see everybody later. Keep an eye out, because I got videos coming on that PBY. I promise you. You're
Well, I'll
gonna
see it definitely.
you're gonna see it fly, and hopefully fly right. Start and end. Show ends in 5. Let's see. I want that one, and I'm gonna play the old one. So out we go. 5 minutes. Top of the hour, everybody. Mitch will be starting his show. Go see him. Remote Pilot 101, $99, 400agl.net is the website. We'll see you.